new drinks are now at McDonald's. With refreshers like the strawberry watermelon refresher and the mango pineapple refresher with popping boba. To crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine. Copyright 2026, The Coca-Cola Company. Sprite is a registered trademark of The Coca-Cola Company.
I'm Jessica, and this is Daebak K-Rambles, where a couple of friends review Korean dramas. And we're back for another episode on Season 5. I am joined by Lola from Lola Pops Off About K-Dramas. Lola, how are you?
I'm doing amazing now that I'm here with you.
Lola, I am so pumped that you're back. You haven't been back since Halloween season.
Yes.
We did the Revenant episode, and before that you were on My Love from the Star episode.
Which was a fun one, to say the least.
Every time you're on, it's so much fun. I love having you on. And because you haven't been on in so long, I have just been listening to your episodes. And you're doing something really fun this season on your podcast where you're going back and just doing throwback shows. My God. I listened to like the Star Biscuit Candy. I think I said that wrong, but like, you know what show I'm talking about.
Biscuit Teacher and Star Candy.
That's the one. Because I remember watching that as one of the first maybe 50 K-dramas that I watched.
Exactly. It's the first. It's a must. It's a must. You gotta check that one out.
I was just taken back. I was like, wow. And then at the Shining Inheritance one, or Brilliant Legacy. Wow.
I love that one. That was an old school one there. One I love that one. And even though it was like watching it after it, knowing how dramatic it was, I was nervous. I was like, oh, this is going to be so over the top.
I know.
I'm going to be so annoyed with it. But I actually really liked it and I welcomed it. I don't know. It surprised me how much I really liked it again.
Yes. So I highly recommend everyone obviously go check out her podcast. But this season, she's basically like Lola's just doing throwbacks with a few of her sort of like catch-up episodes where you'd say like what you're currently watching and what you think about it. So sprinkled in. But the throwback episodes are so great. It's also great if you don't intend on watching the shows necessarily, but you want to hear what the heck happens. Like the Something Happened in Bali episode. My God, I was getting whiplash from the nostalgia and the like datedness of it, and just because you loved it so much, I have gone on record as saying I have basically PTSD over that show.
Yes, I felt so bad when you left a comment about how like, are you kidding me?
Because I have PTSD.
And I felt so bad that I totally like triggered you. I was like, oh my God.
It was so triggering. It really was.
I'm sorry. But it is a triggering drama.
It is.
So it makes sense that you have PTSD about that.
Oh my God. But I walked in not knowing anything. Like I wasn't warned about.
You need a warning.
No, that needs
for that one.
A warning.
It needs a warning.
For sure. So anyway, long story short, go back and listen to Lola. Keep tabs on Lola's podcast because Lola's popping off this season.
I'll try my best.
Yes. All right. So we're going to review a really cute slice of life, calm show that has nothing to do with old school makjangi like shows at all. This show is called Run On. And before we do that, here's some housekeeping for you guys. If this is your first time listening, bless you. Thank you so much for pressing play. Go ahead and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and so many more. And if you like us, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't be petty. Come check us out on social media to stay up to date on our latest episodes and reviews, everything that I'm doing on the socials. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, wait, Twitter? I guess it should be X.
Yeah, X.
Formerly Twitter
anymore. Yes.
X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Daebak Pod. And lastly, if you're a fan, the best way to be a fan is to become a patron. It is a great way for you to get involved and show your support for as little as $2 a month. That is not much of a paywall, but you can check out the page on patreon.com/alwayscriticpod. And I do want to shout out our patrons: Janet, Curtis, Bale, CD, Alana, Grace, Lorna, Sammy, Caitlin, Julia, Michelle, Tanmei, Erin, Marta, Delphia, Camila, and Kayla, new patron. Thanks for being here. All right, we're going to get started. I'm going to start by reading the MDL/Asian Wiki synopsis because I think My Drama List took it from Asian Wiki and did some mild edits to it. Whatever. All right, so here we go. Sooyoung is a sprinter on the national team who was forced to quit due to legal issues. Mi-joo writes translated subtitles for movies. She was thrilled to see her name listed among the credits when she first started. Sooyoung has just quit sprinting when he encountered Mi-joo, who felt that destiny most certainly brought them together. I don't know about that.
It's a rough.
This is a really, it's been a minute since we've had such a troublesome synopsis, but this is
rough.
Really bad. It continues. Sodana is the CEO of a sports agency and the rightful successor to the Seon-gyeom group. Despite this, she is held back from advancing in the company due to her gender. She fiercely wishes to reclaim what is rightfully hers and lives her life accordingly. Lee Young-hwa, a university art major who enjoys movies and drawing, soon enters her life. Could romance be in the cards for these two couples? All right. Glad that's over.
That was rough.
No.
But we made it through. You made it through.
Yeah. It aired from December 2020 to February of 2021. It is 16 episodes long. No word on why, but the director was... it's weird because it says on My Drama List and Asian Wiki that it was directed by Lee Jae-woon. Mm-hmm. But on Asian Wiki, it also says it was directed by Kim
someone
Sung-ho.
else. Yeah,
So
I don't know.
Why
about.
the co-directors on Asian Wiki and the one director on My Drama List. But
It's so weird. I don't know either. I don't know which one should we trust.
I could tell you that Lee Jae-woon, that director, he's also directed Divorce Attorney Shin from last year, 2023, and Ghost Detective and Good Manager. So that's just a little background on him. This show was written by Park Min-suk and possibly Park Shi-eun. I also have no idea why there's so much confusion and ambiguity around the director and the writers. Why possibly two directors? Why possibly two writers? I don't know. It seems like Park Shi-eun is the consensus screenwriter on this. Park Min-suk is only on Asian Wiki. And then Park Shi-hyun is only listed on My Drama List and Wikipedia. Tell me why this is in the in the year 2024.
2020. That's what I'm saying. It should never have been that confusing.
Exactly. But what's not confusing is the cast. So we have Si-wan as Sooyoung. He's the male lead. He's been in about 9 movies, including Unlocked and Emergency Declaration. He's been in... This was fun. I didn't know this. He was in The Moon Embracing the Sun. Do you remember him?
Yes, he was young. He was who I don't remember. He was the young version.
It says Hoyeom Teen.
Yes.
I really don't remember who he is.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. Don't break it. Don't break
I
your
know,
brain over it.
if I could see it, I would be able to. But
Right.
I remember his little short moment there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he started out around there. And then he was in Me Saying Incomplete Life in 2014. A lot of people harken back to that show and say it's really, really good. You're giving me the thumbs up right now.
Thumbs up, yes.
He was in The King in Love in 2017, Strangers from Hell, which is an OCN drama that tells you all you need to know.
No.
And then he was in Summer Strike from 2022. I watched that one just last year in 2023 and reviewed it for the Patreon feed. I quite enjoyed Summer Strike. That was really pleasant.
It surprised me. Surprised me. I too enjoyed it.
What do you think about Im Si-wan? Because he's an idol turned actor.
Yes. I absolutely adore him.
Okay, yeah.
The minute he had come on the scene, not including Moon Embracing, because I barely remember him, obviously, but
I was really pulling there. Like I didn't expect you to be like, I remember exactly who he is.
I can kind of see his face there. But I actually think he's an amazing actor. And one of the things I've always highlighted, and I think with the types of roles he keeps picking, I do feel like they resemble each other, but I also feel like he does something different with them each time, and I don't know how else to explain that. I feel like a lot of his roles, like the same character from Strangers from Hell, as well as Summer Strike, as well as Run On, I can kind of see them all be existing and like as the same type of person, but at the same time I don't feel like he's doing the same bit each time. So I think he's quite impressive. I really enjoy him as an actor.
Yeah, I quite enjoy him too. And I've only seen him in Summer Strike and apparently The Moon Embracing the Sun. But apparently. But I really enjoyed him in Summer Strike. Just thought he was so pleasant and sweet. Yes. And there is a sweetness to him in this show as well. So I can see what you're saying already, where these are like close cousins of each other.
They're like cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not exactly the same either.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain. I don't know how he does it. That's why I'm so impressed by him. I don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah. So I really like him, and I can't wait to see him in Squid Game season 2, which should come out sometime later this year, I think. I think it's 2024.
Speaking of Squid Game, I never watched season 1.
I know. You said this on a recent podcast of yours.
I think I did?
Yes, you did.
I did.
You like threw that in there, and I was like, what?
The one person in the world who didn't watch Squid Game? Yes, and yet I will probably be watching Squid Game season 2 because the cast.
That's stacked. Because like, Kang Han-il is also in it. Come on.
He's my actual Sky. Like I cannot not watch Squid Game now. So yeah, I will be watching the season 2 without maybe even watching season 1. So we'll see.
What? No, you have to watch season 1.
I don't know if I can go back. I don't know. Because I feel like I've seen it though. You know what I mean? Like because everyone else has, I feel like I've heard so many bits and pieces.
I see.
Like I feel like
osmosis, you got it.
Yes, I exactly. Osmosis is a great way to describe that. But I might.
Okay.
I might go back.
Suggest you watch season 1. Okay. Shin Se-kyung is his co-star. She plays Mi-joo. She's been in about 8 movies. She has been in quite a few things. When I was looking back, I was like, oh, that's surprising. A couple of high kick shows, Tree with Deep Roots, Fashion King, When a Man Loves, Blade Man. When I saw she was in Blade Man, I was like, whoa. A Girl Who Sees Smells, The Bride of Daebak, which I have to credit as starting this whole Daebak thing. So maybe she basically holds a special place in my heart.
She's a special place.
Because I watched her and Nam Joo-hyuk in that shit ass show and was like, I need to say something.
Talk about it. Yeah. Someone needs to hear me rant about this.
Someone needs to know. I need to warn the people. So I started a blog. The blog was called Daebak K-Rambles. And now we're here. So
oh my goodness.
Lots of intertwining things here. She's been in Black Knight, Rookie Historian Koo Hae-ryung, which I really liked that show. She was just recently in Arthdal Chronicles, The Sword of Aramun, playing Tanya because they recasted that whole show.
They did, and I liked it. Liked it. I ended up liking this recasted Arthdal Chronicles. Seriously, I ended up liking it. I know. I probably was like the only person, but I really
loathed the first season. Did you like the second season?
I like the second season better than the first season. Yeah, I know.
Would you recommend it, or is it like still not enough?
The problem is you have to have watched the first season.
Oh, that's a problem. That's a serious problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem. That's what I mean. That's why I don't recommend it, because it's like you got to go to the beginning and like go all the way straight through, because it's so confusing.
Not gonna happen.
If you jump, because even me who did watch the first season, starting the second season, I was like, what
I'm lost.
Yeah. I was lost. But I ended up really liking it. I did.
All right. And then she's recently in Captivating the King. I think that's on Netflix.
Yes.
I've seen one episode and then I stopped, and I just considered, I'm not saying I've dropped it officially.
Yes, not yet.
It's on hold. Okay. But you are watching Captivating the King.
I finished it.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. And I, spoiler alert, loved it until I didn't.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, and when I say didn't, it was just the very end. It was the ending kind of just was like, what is this? But like throughout the entire time, I really enjoyed it. I'm also a sucker for the girl disguises herself as a guy trope. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
think I'm, I was the audience for it, obviously. But, I did like it. I did.
Lola, what do you think about Shin Se-kyung as an actress?
I actually just talked about her a little bit in my latest episode that I just put out because I was talking about Captivating the King.
Right.
And I mentioned how we used to tussle, me and her.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout her entire career, me and her used to fight. And the reason why we used to fight is because I just wasn't sure I was sold on her as an actress. I didn't think she was as good as I think they thought she was. I was just like, I don't know why they keep casting her alongside like these amazing leads, and then we get this, and that's not nice. I think Tree with Deep Roots was one of those moments for me where I was like, I don't see it. She's not selling it. Blade Man was a horrible drama in and of itself, but like her in there too, I was just like, no. So I used to fight with her, but I started to love her. I think it was really When a Man Loves. I think that was the one that I was like, okay, I think kind of like her. And
that was 11 years ago. That show aired.
And that movie, I mean, that drama it's a mess to me. It's a mess to me. But I really liked her in that. And The Girl Who Sees Smells. She surprised me in that one as well. So she and I have gone back and forth where I like her in some roles and then other times I don't. But now I can officially say I really like her as an actress.
You're in her corner.
I really do like her. I'm in her corner now, officially.
But you still haven't bought stock in Shin Se-kyung.
I have.
You did buy stock.
I have.
Okay.
I think I bought stock. I think I haven't watched her in Rookie Historian, which was recommended to a couple people last year, recommended to me from a couple people last year. And so I was like, that's one that I think I want to watch. But I like her now. I think I'm officially in her corner. I'm rooting for her. I support her as an actress now. She's had a good kind of record for me the last couple of dramas I've seen her in. So
right. All right.
Moved up on my list.
I like that. I like that assessment. I think she's still... how do I put it? I don't have thoughts about her.
That's interesting. I mean, that's her fault.
Until I do. Until I do, right?
Yes.
But right now, I think this is my favorite thing that she's been in.
You've
like
seen her
this
run on,
and Rookie Historian.
Which I need to see. Yeah, I've heard
but
good things.
Otherwise, I'm just kind of waiting for her to blow me away. She's just sort of... She's there.
I don't know. I feel like in Captivating the King, she was kind of just there. I'm gonna be but
talk
this
about
is
it.
Coming from, I think I'm enjoying.
That's because she got bested.
She got bested.
What's his face?
What can you say?
He's
so you can't. What do you do? What do you do?
She's out of her league.
She got bested.
He's out of her league.
That's what I almost always felt about her.
She is completely he's heat checking her like the whole time.
He is.
Even in episode 1.
He's great. He's so good in that drama. But she, to me, does hold her own. And I think that's something that I didn't see as like back in like with Tree with Deep Roots. Like I didn't really see her holding her own. You know what I mean? So I feel like she's in Blade Man. Lost. She was completely lost in that drama. Like
out of her depth.
The drama was out of her depth. But the drama was also questionable, so that didn't help her. But I think most recently I've actually seen her holding her own, and that's making me support her a lot more these days.
Right. She's not getting sucked in the quicksand. She's it's like finding her footing a bit.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. Fair. Up next we have Sooyoung, who plays Hodana. Of course, my Girls' Generation SNSD girly.
So next day.
Yes! I really love her. For some reason, like in Spanish, I just say like me cae bien. Like she just like, she sits right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that. She sits right.
She just sits right to me. She's been in a bunch of stuff too. For years and years, she's been acting. She's been in Oh My Lady. When I saw that on her list, I was like, oh,
you were like, she was in that. She was in that drama. Like, does anyone ever talk about that?
No, but I love that show.
I loved it too.
That is such a good Nuna romance.
It's so beautiful. Like, it's so much fun. Like, it's just, amazing.
Bro.
It's underrated.
So underrated.
To say the least.
So underrated.
To say the least.
Like, it's
And
so
the
sexy.
It's
So sexy.
no one talks about
No one talks about
Lady.
Oh My Lady.
No one does.
Oh
I
my God.
miss it.
So I
Like,
saw that on
was
the
a good
list.
year.
I
Yeah.
saw that on her filmography, and I was like, baby, I need to go back and watch her in that.
Throw it back.
I need
Throw
to.
it back. This is what this year is about. Throw it back. I might need to go back to Oh My Lady.
Yeah, take
too,
me.
like,
Take me.
Take you back. Take you back.
Take me. So that's 2010. She was in Dating Agency Cyrano, which, again, when I saw that name, I was like, these are real throwbacks here. That's 2013. My Blooming Days, So I Married the Anti-Fan, which I really loved. Moved to Heaven. Excellent, excellent show. If You Wish Upon Me, Fan Letter Please, and most recently she was in Not Others. What do you think about Sooyoung?
Same as you.
Oh.
She sits right.
Yeah.
She is my favorite idol turned actress. She's my absolute favorite idol turned actress, like, or actor in general. Like, I absolutely adore her. I think in comparison to the rest of the Sona State girlies, she reigns supreme for me. I mean, there's a lot of them that are doing their thing.
Right.
But her, to me, I've watched.
Well, compared to
everything she did.
Yuna, her bandmate.
Compared to
Babes.
Let's not talk about Yuna.
Babes.
Let's save that.
Okay.
Girl, winter is so last season. And now spring's got you looking at pictures of tank tops with hungry eyes. Your algorithm is feeding you cutoffs. You're thirsty for the sun on your shoulders. That perfect hang on the patio sundress. Those sandals you can wear all day and all night. And you've had enough of shopping from your couch. Done hoping it looks anything like the picture when you tear open that envelope? It's time for a little in-person spring treat. It's time for a trip to Ross. Work your magic.
All right, we'll save it. We'll save it. Because for those who don't know, I'll plug it here. I'll plug it.
Yeah.
Because on the Patreon feed, sometimes I have guests come on after we record. Now, they'll give their hot take about K-dramas. It could be about actors, actresses, the industry in general, shows, what have you. They'll come on. We'll do 10 minutes about their hot take. And obviously, we're going to have one after this. I don't know what Lola's hot take is, but if you want to know what it is, you got to subscribe to the Patreon feed, because I'm not going to spoil it. Subscribe because that's the only way you'll hear Lola's hot take. But if it has anything to do with people already mentioned,
it
may or may not. It may or may not. All right. So Sooyoung, we both love her.
Love her to pieces. I've seen everything she's been in except for, well, that's not true. Her Move to Heaven, If You Wish Upon Me, and Fan Letter Please are three dramas that I cannot watch because I don't really watch dramas that deal with like illness, death, kind of as well as other people. Like, I don't really watch those. So those are three dramas that I just was like, I can't do it. Sooyoung. I know they're great. I know I've heard great things about them. I know she's great in them, but like, I have a really hard time with those dramas. So I have not watched those, but everything else I have. And I think she's an amazing actress. And I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her.
too.
Like, I feel like what right do I have to be proud of her?
But for some reason, like, I see her and it just makes me happy.
Yes, it makes me happy.
Like, I'm like, look at her.
Happy. And she's going to be around for a long, long time. Like, you can tell she's going to have a long acting career. So, very proud of her. And she has a great boyfriend who they're going on 20 years now. Like, I don't know.
Is it been 20 years?
It's not 20 years, but like, it's like over.
It has to
like
be
10,
double digits.
It's at least 10 years.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that helps that I support her, partner as well.
All right.
So, yeah.
Last up, bringing up the rear, we have Kang Tae-oh, who plays Lee Young-hwa. Yes, it's that Kang Tae-oh, one from Extraordinary Attorney Woo and from 2022. He's also been in Doom at Your Service, The Tale of Noctu, and My First Love, which is a Netflix show. What did you think of Kang Tae-oh?
I love him. He doesn't have much on his kind of filmography. Is he in the military right now too?
Yeah, he's in the military right now. Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like he, as soon as he was hitting his stride, he had to go. So that's a little shame. But at the same time, I Can't wait for him to return. I think he's great. I loved him in Extraordinary Attorney Woo. I thought he was amazing. And I love him in Run On. I mean, adore him. So
listen, if you want more Kang Tae-oh and you haven't watched Run On,
I know. You got to.
You need to watch Run On because that's what you're missing.
Beautiful specimen too.
Oh my! He looks.
Side note.
We're here because we want to do this now because he looks so good.
So good.
Run On.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
He's
specimen.
stunning. Okay, so we're at the end of this. I think I know how you feel about Run On, but
just a little bit.
Talk to me about Run On. Like, how did you like it? I think this was a rewatch for you.
It was.
So, How do you like it? What are your thoughts?
Run On has a very special place in my heart because it was one of the first dramas that I reviewed on my podcast. I did a first impressions episode on it I just watched the first 2 episodes and then I came back and did like a final impressions. And in my first impressions, I remember thinking like in that first episode, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I was writing it off in that first episode. And then in the second episode, I was like, okay, maybe. And then when I get to my final impressions episode, I'm like, guys, hold the bucket. I need to shed some tears about like how much I love this drama. I have to eat all my words about how I kind of started with this drama. It started off very questionable for me, and then all of a sudden, it turns into one of my favorite dramas of 2021. I mean, it was 2020, 2021, but it was one of my favorite dramas of 2021. And I labeled it in my episode, the drama to beat for the year, for me. I was like, it was at this. In February of 2021, I was like, someone has to beat Run On. Yeah, that's how much I loved Run On. So a very special place in my heart. It's like my 5th episode.
I'm shocked that you loved it that much. So you said it was the one to beat for the year.
It did not win. The devil judge ended up beating it, but it was still one of my absolute favorites of that year.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this was my first time watch. I had been wanting to watch it for a really long time. People had recommended it to me here and there, and I was like, yeah, it's on my watch list. It's on my watch list. I watched Summer Strike last year. I was fully in love with Si-wan. And I wasn't ready to press play on like one of his movies, which was Unlocked, where he plays some sort of stalker murderer type deal.
I've have not seen it.
Oh,
it looks scary.
It does look a little scary, and I was like, I don't think I want to, dash my Si-wan in my head yet. I think I need to watch Run On before I watch Unlocked. So I put it on the docket for season 5. I was like, this will make me watch it.
Yes.
I didn't know who was in it at all besides Si-wan. Like, I was just like showed up.
Sooyoung was in it?
I had no idea. Listen, I was like, Run On, let's go. All I knew was Si-wan was in it. That's all I knew.
You cared about.
That's all I knew.
I was like, Si-wan's in it.
It started off so strong for me. And I blasted through the first 10 episodes so easily because it was so sweet and I resonated so much with the female lead. Like that character to me, I hadn't seen a character like that was very close to my personality. Like she loves movies, feels safe in the theater, works with words. She cannot run, doesn't do cardio. Like that was me. And she's constantly talking in movie speak and referencing movies a lot.
All the time.
That's me. Like that's me to a T. So I just felt very close to her, and first that was driving a lot of my love for it, as much as the very sweet, cute romance between them and then the second couple, because this show doesn't have a second male lead or any sort of love triangle or competition. What it has is a second couple, just like Business Proposal is the nearest that I can think of that people think of the second couple. And then right around episode 10 or 11, I was like, this is really slowing down.
Yeah.
The plot just like grinded to a halt. And I was like, whoa, this is getting so difficult to get through. And I kept having to pause, and it kept getting more difficult to get through the episodes. And I kept having to speed the episodes up, which is never my preference. I hate doing that, but I had
Especially
to.
a slice of life drama. It's supposed to be in the slowness that you're supposed to kind of enjoy and rest in. But you were like, nope.
I was like, let's move on. So because I was living for the first 10 or 11 episodes, the last 5 episodes, as close to a chore as it could come.
Oh, no.
So I was feeling so bad. And the thing is, it's not that I hated the ending. I just wish it was nearer to episodes 12 and 13 versus 16.
16.
And they made just some slight decisions that I was like, why? We can just move this. Like, to me, this should be a 12 episode show, not a 16 episode show. And it all had to do with the pacing in the last 5 episodes.
This is so funny because, mind you, I love this drama. Even for a rewatch, I still walked away absolutely in love with this drama. And my main thing that I said a couple years ago now about this drama, but then also just kind of like rewatching it, it's not to me about the plot. And I say that I was like, this plot,
and it wasn't like my notes are not about the plot.
Yeah, you can totally check this plot, but I was so enamored with the characters of this drama that I honestly could watch them sitting on the couch watching a movie together, and I would have been like, that was amazing. I loved it. They would look so cute sitting on the couch watching a movie together. And that's why I think for me, even those like draggy episodes towards the end, I was just sitting and smiling at them, like I just didn't want to say goodbye to them. And I felt that way when I was watching it a couple years ago, and I felt that way again. Like, I missed them. I really did. They felt so real to me that they, I didn't want to part with them.
And that's so a positive about the show that I agree with you, is that these characters felt real and lived in and relatable, except for one character that I was like, she ain't relatable at all. But it's Sooyoung's character, Dana.
No! She's one of my...
I'll caveat this with saying, I think when they showed her backstory and her family dynamics, I was like, wow, I'm super empathizing with her, and I totally understand her struggle, and she's a lot more like down to earth than originally. But then once she starts rubbing elbows with the peasants, so to speak, as she calls them.
She calls them
peasants.
She does.
I thought that she should have loosened up a lot quicker and sort of move the needle a little bit more. And she still was pretty, like, how do I put it? Not
stuck in her ways.
Yeah, like stuck in her ways. And it also like made the pacing seem draggy because her character is not changing through many episodes. So that was frustrating. But like you said, the characters are very real. They're endearing. And the magic of the show is in their conversations and in these really great quotes and these big dialogue moments that they have between each other. And it makes a lot of sense because the character of Mi-joo, who's the female lead, she is a wordsmith. She's a translator. She's working with the dichotomy of changing one language into another.
Yes.
And that is really cool to see her muse about that and do that in her daily life and say, like, should I choose the functional over the poetic, or something's going to get lost in translation and this person's quoting Shakespeare. Do I go full Shakespeare with it, or, do I just give them the broad strokes of what they're saying in the translation? So things like that come up a lot in the show, and that is really enticing, I think. And that was driving a lot of my appreciation for the show. But again, the latter episodes, I was like, they should be together by now. Like, why? Like, again, like these bigger moments between the characters, I was like, why are we so tiptoeing around like certain issues? I was like, why have we made no progress? So certain elements in their lives were the same when I thought they should have been changed by now, or had maybe grander, like, how do I put it? Like, where's the kimchi slap of like this relationship?
And
not that I wanted kimchi slaps.
Kimchi slaps. You definitely always need a kimchi slap.
Yeah,
so
everything's always improved with a kimchi slap.
I think, and I guess this is because I think it was, to me, on purpose to some extent. I think I saw what they were doing. I don't think the characters were having these, I think, chances to grow, but they were very quiet. They were muted moments to me, and I felt like that was more realistic. And again, I know people hate talking about realism in K-dramas and like, oh, things being more realistic in K-dramas. I get that. But this is a newer K-drama, so I think they are going towards that route these days. So in this drama, I did feel like that was more realistic, the way that like people really don't have these big aha, like life-changing moments like all the time, you know, where it's like, okay, this thing happens to me, so now I'm going to be a different person. It's usually like you meet someone, you kind of gradually pick up some things from that person, then you pick up some things from another person you meet, and you're like, okay, that's new and different to how I am or how I interact with people. And then gradually, very slowly, quietly, you're making changes. And in a drama format, it looks like nothing's happening, but to me, it still feels like it is, because it's so like, that's how people grow. It's on a kind of micro level a lot of times. I mean, unlike the Seon-gyeom character, like he actually has like a big moment and you see his change by the end of the drama for sure. But I think with Mi-joo, Diana, Younghwa, like I feel like they were on the more like very little subtle moments of like they're changing, they're growing, they're developing, but at the same time, I did feel like it was quiet, and it was not like totally as big. Like you said, there was no kimchi slap.
No,
You're absolutely
right.
right.
And I'm not, again, that's just to say there wasn't.
It wasn't. You're absolutely right.
Like,
I completely agree. You're so
and
right.
I don't want to say plot because like it's not. It's a slice of life. Like it's just them going about their days, and maybe. And I've said this before. I'm not a big slice of life person.
Slice of life. Yeah.
So it could have been.
A lot of people aren't.
Just by the time 10, 11 got around, I'm sensing the lack of plot.
Yes.
And I'm like,
you're like, okay, officially
why are we
there's
here?
no plot here.
Yes.
yes. That is so true. I think people don't point that out very often when they say they don't like slice of life. I think they don't point out what you just pointed out. It's like at some point you are probably going to want a little something more. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
And
it's
also, I have gone on record as saying I love angsty stuff and angsty romances.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
So many times I've said this. Which is fine. And I love, and
too.
I've also just said that I loved Summer Strike, which Summer Strike is a slice of life, slow burn. Almost nothing happens in the show. There might be a little murder here, but whatever.
A little murder.
Like,
just a little bit of murder.
But
I mean, Run-On has no murder, guys.
No murder in Run-On.
No murder.
That's not much of a spoiler, but no murder in Run-On. And I'm not saying I wanted a murder either, but Summer Strike is very similar in vibes
very similar.
To Run-On.
But it's 12 episodes.
Thank you. So I was wanting the condensed, a little more condensing of it. And there was like a montage in episode 16 right at the end of the show. And I was like, this is the speed that I wanted a few things to go at. Okay. There was like a quick, and it wasn't even like, it was like big, like epilogue type, like what is happening to these characters?
Yes.
Where are they going? What, literally answering questions that people would have.
And you're like, finally.
And I was
this is what I was wanting.
This is what I needed a couple of episodes. You know what I'm saying? Just to move. I am, for some reason, and this might be just my journey through K-dramas over the years, like I'm a left lane kind of girl.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm in the fast lane.
So
in real life, also, I'm in the fast lane.
Okay.
I drive in the fast lane.
I'm not. So that's what's so funny. And I think that's why we have these exact, like kind of different reactions to the ending of the drama. But I do feel like I am a slice of life girly first. So before any other genre, like I always have like that's one that I've gravitated to first. It's like I love slice of life as a genre, and outside of just K-drama, when I would like watch anime, that was my favorite anime genre to go to. Same thing with manga. Like I prefer slice of life. So to me, I think, and I like the slow lane. I like the slow life. I like it to be quiet in my actual life too. So that's why I think I get so much joy out of just watching a drama be quiet in a weird way, like or be slow. And I don't always need like the fast lane. You know, I don't always need that, but I do like it when I do have it. Let me not say that, but I do think I love slice of life, like in general. So I think that's why I'm so okay with that ending.
Absolutely.
Like you said, the plot's not there. You're absolutely right.
It's not. If you're looking for high concept plot, like this is not the show for you.
It's not the show.
It's just not.
It's not.
But it is really charming and quiet and soothing.
You love them. You love these characters.
And you just end up really liking these characters and bonding with them for various reasons. And you know, the show is not only about romantic love, it's about self-love as well, loving yourself, learning to love yourself. It's about realizing that failure is part of life and part of the journey. I'm sorry, I just had to say, I think it's so cool whenever, I mean, I'm a sports fan too. Oh, you are? Okay, good.
Not an actual sports fan, like sports genre fan. Let me clarify
sports
that. I don't actually,
drama fan. Okay.
And so I think that's another element of this drama that I kind of liked, that it was kind of following this athlete who had to figure out what to do after not being an athlete anymore. And like, kind of like, what do I do with my life? And like you said, the failure aspect, but also kind of just like, what do you want out of life? You know, and like you said, self-love and recognizing like, what do I want for my life without the noise of other people, you know, like, and whatever my family tells me that I should do. And, I'm specifically talking about Sooyoung. Like, he's like, I am finally making a decision for myself, for my life. And I love that. I think that's a great starting point for any kind of story.
Yeah. So and just questioning why you do what you do. Exactly. Why are you really doing this? Why are you run? Like really? The whole thing for him was, why do you run? She literally asked him, why do you run?
And he didn't know.
He didn't know. So answering these tough questions about what you're spending your time on, what you're investing in on a day in and day out basis, what you're passionate about, what you want to deem as a hobby and what you want to deem as a career, and so on and so forth. The list goes on. So I really like that about the show. I just wish it was 12 episodes. So
I totally get it. And maybe that's why Summer Strike did what they did. They were like, actually, we got Si-wan again. Let's make sure that we don't mess anything up towards the end.
Perhaps.
So that could be a motivation for that. But, I don't mind the little, the kind of, like you said, the no plot towards the end.
Yeah. And the thing is, I come from really enjoying movies, and I don't mind slice of life movies at all, which are really slow, and I don't mind that at all. What I mind is when they take place over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And that's what this show did as well, is it wasn't a small bit of time that we're covering.
It's a lot.
This is months and months of time. Possibly even a year or longer.
Year or so. Yeah.
And to me, the best stories are a lot of stuff happens in a small amount of time. Yeah. That's definitely Summer Strike too. I can definitely say that about Summer Strike. A lot of it's one summer. Yeah.
It's one summer.
Literally one summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a couple of like nitpicks, I guess I would deem them nitpicks, but other people might feel the same. If you're usually feel the same way about shows like this. I also feel, and this is a big thing for me, I liked the central couple. I really liked them. I also feel like they didn't have too much chemistry, and for some reason I can never envision them having sex, so I consider them a sexless couple.
Talking about?
I am talking about
we talking about?
We are talking about Si-wan and Shin Se-kyung. Only Ju and Seon-gyeom. I'm
you
like,
didn't see any sexual chemistry between the two?
In very few moments they had sexual chemistry, and that's why I deemed them like a sexless couple, because he's usually walking around with a very innocent looking face, as if he's possibly never heard of sex in his life. That's the kind of face that he's got on.
I know.
That is the kind of impression that I get from Im-Shwan's character in the show.
I get that.
And in very few instances do I feel like, oh, he's got something on his mind.
Something there. Yeah, there's a little something. Okay, he wants something.
Meanwhile, Mi-joo's character is a very sexual being, and there's multiple times where she's like, "Oh my god, like he's gonna be the death of me." Like, she comes on to him and stuff
immediately.
Yeah,
immediately. Like when the first second episode, she's like, her attraction's immediate,
right?
And she's like, I might make a mistake,
so
I'm gonna leave now. Like, I love her. I'm gonna make a mistake, so how about like you stay over there, I go over here.
So I totally appreciate that, and maybe you could even call it a gender reversal.
Yes,
of
and
a
like
kind.
That. I felt that same way.
But it was his like deer in headlights kind of expression throughout 16 episodes. And maybe 15 minutes of that is him like, oh my God, like he's given something back. So that was an issue for me.
Oh my gosh. I don't think, even after the second rewatch, I don't think I ever worried about that.
I was like, this is a sexless couple.
I didn't.
If I locked them in a room, I would never think they're going to have sex in there.
I think they would.
Girl, it's questionable.
Because even his like little confession, when he like officially tells her in the little park on the bench, and he's like, that's what he wants to do. He wants to kiss her. He wants to hold her hand. Like that.
And still like nothing happens. Nothing does happen. I mean, so that's why I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me.
His upbringing, though, like, let's think about it, right? So one of the things.
Wait. Let's save this for spoilers. This is just like a general. Okay. Meanwhile, the other couple, I thought they had amazing sexual chemistry.
Oh, they were fiery, to say the least.
Yes,
they were fiery. I loved their chemistry, and there was so much like tension. It was just always there. They were spitting and spatting. It was like back and forth. Oh, it was
spitting and spatting. Such a great way to put it. And their meet cute, I was like fanning myself because he falls in the pool and stuff, and like she gets him out, and she's like checking him out.
Yes,
and he's smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, I was like, did he see that? I always was like, did he notice that? Did he?
And she's like trying to downplay it.
I love it. And I like how he pointed out that, like, oh, he mistakes that he doesn't know she's the CEO because she's so young. I like how he kind of was trying to call that out. I was like, oh, I know what you're doing there. You're trying to position her to, I get what you're doing. I
was like, I could watch that meet cute, like, over and over and over again.
That was good.
It was good. That was a good meet cute. Other than that, there was a lot of side characters in this that, let me tell you, I would have cut them. If I was the editor, I would have cut them. Oh, yeah. Yes, I would have cut, and it's very specific. So I would have cut, like...
Don't you say it.
There was, like, the boxer girl.
Say. Okay, the sister of his best friend.
Sister and the best friend, and that assistant or somebody that was in Donna's company, who was their mom.
Oh, yeah, so his mom. Yeah,
I would have cut that whole thing out.
No, I love that. It was one of my favorite scenes in the end of the drama in episode 16.
Nice scene. Like, at the end of the drama.
You know what? You know it.
But that is the only scene that was worth it. Everything else was like, ooh. I would cut it.
This is true, but it's the slice of life.
I'm telling you.
I feel like I understood his character still. I feel like they still gave me enough. And I feel like that was, and his character in position to Younghwa, I think it made sense. Like, that's just who he was in the story. You know what I mean? He was just supposed to be the best friend, you know? And I feel like even as just the best friend, they did a good job of, you know, giving me a little bit about him. And I like that. I appreciated it.
I was so bored.
No. Oh, man. I loved him.
I was so bored.
I liked his character. But you're right. If you think about the scenes that you do see him in, it's really like...
He's just a morose-looking dude that walks around, and you're like, what is his deal? And then you find out what his deal is, and you're like, that's pretty juicy. Why are they introducing this so late?
Yeah. I know.
It just was... It didn't warrant the time that we spent with him, and honestly, it could have been cut out.
I liked his character.
It's fine if you liked it. I'm just saying
I liked his character, and I thought he did well for what he was doing. For the
sure.
character.
And you know what? He's in DP, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
that actor.
Yes. He was also in. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the drama, but he was in another drama with. Was it Yuri? Or Sooyoung from Sony State. Well, it's either Yuri or it's. I can't remember who it was, but it's the one from maybe 2 years ago. Was it?
Don't worry about it.
I don't worry. But either way, he was in this drama that I don't think anyone watched but me. It's actually starring the actor who was just in the Park Min-young drama that everybody loved that I didn't watch.
Why am I thinking My Happy Ending? It's not that. It's the other revenge.
Yes, something like that.
Oh my gosh, the one that was happening concurrently.
Yes. Like the one who, I don't know his name is. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I'm going to be honest. That's probably why I didn't watch the drama. Sorry. No. Maybe I'll save that for.
Oh my God. Don't give your hot takes now.
Okay, no, but I'm saying
It's Marry My Husband. That was the show.
Marry My Husband. Yes, he was in a drama with him and another member from Sonish Day. Can't remember which one. And like I said, no one probably watched this drama, but he was so good in there, and I was like, he's the story right there.
He's the story.
I like that actor a lot. That's just a side note.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm also gonna be really mean. I'm gonna say I didn't care. That's not that I didn't care. I just got bored of Kim Woo-sik, which is Lee Jung-ha's character. He was the runner who got injured in the bullying thing.
That's not funny, but yeah, I get it.
And he was just there like...
I get it.
I was like, my gosh, this is dragging. His stuff is just
dragging.
dragging.
I wasn't expecting his character to stay in the story as long as he did. I thought once he had went his way with his grandmother, I thought that was it. But he comes back. Like, he comes back. Mi-joo has a relationship with him. I mean, like, I was surprised by that as well. Mm-hmm. I can see why you were like, why is he still here?
That's strange.
I know.
So I feel like I have a lot of nitpicks, but I did not have a nitpick with the parents at the end of the show, because that was very satisfying, I thought.
Yes, very satisfying.
And I won't say what happens, but I thought that was satisfying. What would you give this show? Wait. I love this OST.
You do?
Yo, I did.
This is the one thing that I was kind of like, where's the music at?
I love that we have disagreed on
every
literally every little thing.
Don't you love having me as a guest?
I do. I don't give a shit. This is great. Okay, so you didn't like the OST. I did. Moment of truth.
But you know what? I didn't realize it in the first time I watched it, but in the second time I watched it, I was looking for the music, and I feel like I didn't hear it.
When the music would kick in, I'd be like, okay, here we go. Like, I like it.
I don't think it was just like, it went over my head. It didn't stand out enough for me, I guess. I was kind of listening for it. I'm like, when are they gonna have a good song? I don't understand.
All right,
so,
bet. I do feel like this show is underrated, especially because it was airing almost at the same time as True Beauty.
Oh, it was. It was.
And everybody was watching True Beauty.
Yes, yes. I was as well. Yes, I remember.
So I feel like it probably didn't get its just dues.
I agree.
Because True Beauty was hogging the airspace.
I can totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
All right.
Underrated.
I think it's underrated. So, moment of truth. What would you rate this show out of 5 soju bottles before we break for spoilers? You're like dancing around.
I think I'm going to give it a 5. 5? It's like a 4.5. It's, to me, I love this drama. Even as a rewatch, I still loved it. So I think for me, that just means it's pretty high on my list of dramas that I really love.
Dang.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like a K-drama ASMR. Like, it's something that I just feel like it tingles my brain, I guess. It just makes me feel nice and calm and chill, and it just makes me smile at certain points, and I feel like I just want to cuddle and hold some of the characters, and I don't know. I really love this drama. So it's pretty high. It's pretty high. 4.5 to say that it has no plot. 4.5 to say it has no plot.
4.5 soju bottles for the show with no plot. And then I'm going to go with full soju bottle below you. So 3.5.
Okay. That makes
3.5. Because I really did enjoy truly the first 10 or 11 episodes,
which is a good chunk of a
which
drama.
is
let's be
that's
honest.
the majority of the show.
Yes, it is. So if you were just rating on that, maybe it would be a little bit higher.
Yeah,
but that ending can make or break. It can definitely make or break.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
I think the ending was just kind of like, all right, there goes one soju bottle, because it probably could have been a 4 or 4.5 soju bottle show, but I know. I have my things. Everybody has their things. Everybody has their tastes and faves, and I would recommend it still to people.
Yes,
for sure.
Totally. It's underrated.
I think it's underrated.
Gems. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna get into spoilers right after this.
Excuse me, 뭐라고?
괜찮아.
You know, I have no signal. Oh, sorry.
Swear, disgusting shit.
What?
Okay, Lola, we're on the other side of spoilers, so anything goes. We are going to spoil Run On. So if you have not watched Run On and you don't want to be spoiled, then stop the episode and come back later. If you've watched Run On or you don't care about spoilers, then keep listening. All right, so where do you want to start? Because I think we stopped talking about, what was it? Was it the sexual tension?
Yes, I mean, we were talking about...
We were talking about a lot of stuff, and I was like, hold on.
Well, we need to stop. Yeah. You know what? But then at the same time, I was like, is there much to spoil?
There's not that much to spoil.
There's not much to spoil.
But,
yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the chemistry. I think let's go back to your hot take on the fact that they had chemistry at all.
I did have a bit of a hot take, because I said that Mi-joo and Seon-gyeom just didn't, like, I think they're adorable together.
They are.
They're cute, but they're not having sex. they're just not. Like, it's a Tom Cruise situation. Like, Tom Cruise is not having sex in his movies.
They're not.
He's not. That's a sexless man.
I mean, I want to say that I agree. But I feel like I have a little bit of hope for Seon-gyeom. Like, I have a little bit, like, I feel like he would surprise her. I feel like he would surprise her, and then she would be the one taking it back. Like, oh my, I kind of see it. You don't see it? I can kind of see that.
I know.
Like, he's an athlete, and I can see, like, he likes to get his blood pumping.
Stop.
He's used to...
Stop, you are not saying this right now.
What?
He likes to get his blood pumping?
He likes to run, he likes the maybe the feeling of being hot and sweaty. And I feel like the fact that he stopped being a runner, he may translate that, what he used to be, doing on this as a national sport, he may translate that into the bedroom.
You were saying that he's used to I'm not even going to say that.
love coming on your podcast and just making you just feel like, what are you talking about?
Because I'm turning red. He is used to, no, I can't say friction.
Just
running and friction, and you're like, he can translate that to the bedroom.
He can translate that. I think he could totally, especially since he's not, running as a competitive sport anymore. I feel like he has to take that and put it somewhere. And I think that may be where his character would put it, in the bedroom.
So I disagree because of how he acted.
I was trying.
I know you were pulling. You were pulling there, but you invoked his confession in where was it? Episode what? 10?
It was like
maybe?
10, maybe 9 or 10. Yeah.
No. Yes. No.
Mm-hmm. I think it was 10.
Was it 10?
I think it was.
Yes, it was 10.
Yeah.
Because he watches Jerry Maguire for the first time.
Yes, he does. And that helps
And he
him.
starts saying, "Oh, I found commonalities with myself between me and Jerry Maguire." And he said Jerry Maguire couldn't stand his failures in life and hurt the only person who stayed by his side. And, he said that the male lead realized the person's value when it was too late. And then this is verbatim his confession. He says,
Yes.
"I was scared that things might end between us the closer we got. Your affection for me gives me meaning and value, but I wasn't sure if you had feelings for me the same way I do for you. I wonder if you also want to hold my hand, hug me, and kiss me. I wasn't quite sure of that, because I do."
Come on. Let's give him a little bit. Give him a little
The
bit.
follow up to that is he makes no moves at all. I think she gives him a peck.
She gives him a kiss, a little nice little peck. There's nothing aggressive about that kiss at all, but it's just like her, and she says it's her answer.
The thing is, there's just no heat between them.
There's
just no heat.
We don't get to see it. Yes, we don't get to see. Because even, to give you some even, to add even more like weight to your claim. After that confession, they are leaving and they're on a walk, and she had brought him the honey. That
was her excuse to see him. Yeah,
that was her excuse to see him, and he's carrying the honey in like his hand that's closest to her hand as they're walking, but he. She's kind of like, should we hold hands? And so he takes the honey and moves it to his other hand. And so frees that hand that's next to hers. And while they're walking, you're like watching them play this game of will they, won't they hold hands? And guess what, guys? They do not
hold hands after this. It is baffling.
It's so confusing. I was even mad at that. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, if you don't hold hands. Yeah. So it's not that I don't see what you mean. I just think I want to fight for him. And so I'm just going to play devil's
He's a
advocate
precious little angel.
He's so sweet.
A green flag baby.
Oh, I remember what we were going to say.
What
I was
was
going to
it?
bring up his childhood. How he was raised.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
And
go
to
for it.
me,
Go for it.
I was just like, I think that kind of justifies the way that he seems like this like baby bird, kind of like hobbling. Like, I don't really know what life is, because he says that. Like, he never really understood what was the purpose of living to some degree. I think in the beginning, he says like at some point he just was like, what did he say? He was like, he was never like afraid to live or something like that, because he didn't know what it was, like what was living, basically. Yeah. And so I feel like that obviously explains how like childlike he does appear throughout the drama. And again, he does make huge strides through the course of the drama as far as like the growth of his character, but like we can't see everything.
I just feel like he doesn't even come across as an athlete. He's just so clean.
He's so clean.
And put together. And maybe it's just because I'm close to more athletes now. I wish that more young athletes are, cooking and cleaning and sort of put together Like, he is.
He's very
like, even when he's running, you're like, he smells good.
While he's running, he's like, did he sweat?
I don't think he even broke a sweat.
I don't think he ever broke a sweat. That's true. So yeah, I completely agree with that. But I do feel like with his character being so clean and, you know, clean cut and kind of just put together, I think that aided to why he, I guess even when she calls him, like, people call him annoying because he's so put together and his mentality is so strong that he makes other people feel bad about themselves.
Yeah.
Just being in his presence. And I totally understood that. But at the same time, I feel like that's what makes him so...
He's so unrelatable.
Unrelatable to a degree. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know.
And people were like, you're not a real person.
Like, no one's like this.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for Mi-joo in the early stages of their relationship because that...
And he didn't get it. He just doesn't get it.
He didn't get it. She was so annoyed with, like, I don't want to look pathetic in your presence because you're never pathetic. You know, like, everything he does is with, like, justice and purpose. And it's like... But then I like that he admits, or he kind of reveals to some degree, that he has lived his life for other people. Like, that's all he does. He keeps his emotions, because, you know, as a child, he was basically ignored. He raised himself. So he got used to navigating spaces where his emotions didn't matter. So whenever he was interacting with people, Mi-joo included, it was like, something that he had to learn to do. But he basically was like, I put everyone else's needs before my own. I put everybody else's opinions and emotions before my own. So he just didn't know how to express anything. Right. And I thought that was really cool with his interactions with Dana, because I feel like she's someone who doesn't care.
She's a taker.
Anybody's emotions. Yes. She's like, I don't care what you feel.
She's a taker and he's a giver.
Giver, exactly. So I thought they were a perfect match, and that they worked together. You know, they worked.
Yeah, because Dana, for those who don't know, is Sooyoung's character. She's the CEO of that little agency that she was running.
Yeah. And he would, at one point, she was his agent. And so I thought their kind of friendship made so much sense, because he was like, I don't have anything to tell you. I don't care. I'm not going to give you any of my emotions. I'm not going to give you anything. And then at the same time, Diana was like, I won't care. Even if you do give it to me, I'm not going to care. So I thought that was interesting. But I think that bleeds over into his relationship with Mi-joo and him seeming so new to a lot
Absolutely.
of things.
And that's what I really liked about the early stages of their relationship, and the first 10 or 11 episodes as well, which were so compelling to watch to me, was it was a lot of them figuring out each other and him realizing that he can't just like coast through the relationship. He can't just like show up. And yes. And be like, I don't know what you're feeling. And because I don't know what you're feeling, I'm just going to ignore it kind of thing. Yeah. Like, no, you have to acknowledge she's feeling this kind of way. And that's a point to Mi-joo. Oh, absolutely. I was completely on her side, like the whole time.
Yeah, the entire time. She's one of my favorite characters, I deemed, like, when I watched
She's such an interesting communicator.
She's amazing. And that's something I want to go back to, because you mentioned this earlier about her career and like what she does is so interesting. And I love that about their relationship in the beginning stages as well, because it relates to her career again with, like you said, communication, because he's so difficult to kind of talk with. Like when they first meet.
He's so difficult to read.
They're so difficult.
She says in episode 7, she says they have this argument. And she says, you always put a wall around yourself. And now you easily set foot into our house and you put up a wall between us. You shouldn't have climbed up over the wall I had put up. You act as if you don't have any walls and climb over mine so easily.
So easily. Yeah.
And I was like, whew, girl, spitting bars. Bars.
I know.
Yeah.
She's great. But I think that's what, in their first initial meetings, like the first 2 episodes, they felt like they were talking at each other. Like they never were talking, like actually conversing. Right. It was kind of like they were just both going at the same time. And because of that, I feel like that forced, especially Mi-joo, them to get closer, to lean in, to like really listen to what the other person is saying. And I feel like that's Mi-joo's biggest skill. And one of the things I remember saying about her character was just like, I thought she was the best listener anyone could ever be. And I was like, I wish I could be more like Mi-joo, and how she noticed, like, I can't just keep going with this guy. I got to actually take my time and figure out like how to talk to him. And I was so impressed by her character because of that. I was like, oh, she is who I wish I could be.
Yeah, she's such a cool girl. Like, I think she's just cool.
She is. She's so cool.
And she, like I said, is such an interesting communicator because she's constantly questioning herself and questioning others and demanding better.
Yes. But okay, question. This is something that I just like feel like it's like writing 101. The whole thing about giving her this stick with the gun.
Let's talk about this. Because there was something really sort of, how do I put it? Because I think her heart and head was in the right place. She wants something for protection.
Yes.
Because Korea, guns are outlawed. They're banned. You cannot own a gun in Korea. But she's a single, independent lady walking around at all hours of the day and night. And there's creeps at all hours of the day and night. And it is well documented that men in Korea are problematic and they will just stalk you.
Oof.
Like, it doesn't matter who you are. They'll just stalk you, follow you home, whatever. And so to feel more safe, she invested in getting a very fine collection of replica guns, which obviously fake, not real guns, cannot load and shoot these guns at all. But they are so realistic looking that people think they're real. And she would just pull them out.
And walk down hallways of hotels with it in her hands. I was like, girl, if you don't put that in your bag, like, why are you walking around the hotel
and she
with the
seemed
gun?
to relish having this collection on a personal level. She seemed interested in guns. And then secondary, they were for protection because she would keep a gun in her purse, a fake gun in her purse.
Fake gun. So I thought it was like when it was first introduced, I was like, oh, here we go. We got to give the characters something quirky and unique and weird about them. And I was just
it is a cliche.
It's a cliche, and I didn't like it at first. But the thing that kind of took me to like, okay, now they've explained it in a way that I actually think makes sense for her character was when they explained that it was her favorite one that he had taken for some time, and she got back the lighter one, was that it was signed. It was an actual prop that was on the set of one of her favorite movies, and then she got it in an auction.
A screen used prop that was signed by some actor, the director of the film. Yes, and I was like, oh, well, that's different.
Yes. Now that's different. Like the other reasons, I didn't like him. I didn't buy him as much. But like that was like
that particular gun that he had in his possession for the longest time.
The other ones, I don't think it made sense. But that one I thought made sense, and I liked that. I did like that. That was a nitpick right there.
I understood it. I didn't like how they dropped it because suddenly she has a man. Now she doesn't need the gun.
Because that's why that
doesn't work
in the beginning. It never that doesn't
work to me.
They should never.
They should have never dropped it. They should have still had her with the gun. I think walking around the streets of Seoul. In my mind, if it was me, and I now got a boyfriend, he's not with me 24/7. No. And they make a point of saying we hardly see each other. Oh, yeah. In the show, they're like, it's pretty. We do not see each other. Why does she think suddenly the creeps aren't gonna come out because she got a man?
That's why I don't think they
didn't commit fully.
They believed that. They didn't commit. They didn't believe in that when they introduced it. They did.
So that was, I think, the biggest issue to me. Either don't introduce it at all, pick some other shtick,
or then let it come
or go all the way through with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, but anyway, I really liked how she great nitpick, but I really like how she stood up for herself in certain times and just had really cool things to say. Like he would say, like, what motivated you? And she said, well, stuff like fear and obsession. And I'm like, let's pause there, sis. Like,
yes. Yes, I love that part.
That's a crazy, amazing, prescient thing to say.
Because to mention that whole conversation starting because she's trying to, and this is one of my favorite things about her character, is like, because she's such a great listener, she also is really good at giving advice. Even if she doesn't know how to take it her own at times. I feel like she's so human in that. It's like you can give everybody else the best like advice, but then you're like searching and looking for advice and you're like not taking it when you do get it.
Yeah,
you know,
because
she's great at
she
that.
tells him, the advice that she gives him
to
is
look for something. Yeah.
I may not know much because I was never able to use regret to motivate myself.
As a motivate me. And I can see you actually using regret for that. And she's like that.
She said, turn that into something better.
The
stuff you regret about your past, turn that into something. Use your regret to motivate you. And then he asked her, like, well, what motivates you?
What motivates you?
And she lobbies back, stuff like fear and obsession.
And I was like, same. Same. Fear.
Same.
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely. Fear.
So that's why I say she's such a good, interesting person and communicator.
Yeah, she's so profound.
Yeah. Very profound.
But even in saying that, I think what's so cool about her is that she is also kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Like when then he moves in with them.
She's pure chaos.
She's chaos. And he's looking at her like, are you just now waking up? Are you just now going to sleep? And, you know, like he's like, I'm getting up, 5 a.m. to like do a run. And she's like, I'm just now going to sleep. Things like that where it's like she was so fun, like in other aspects when she's also like, you know what, I can barely take my own advice, but I can give some good advice, or I can be there to listen to you and I can help you kind of figure out your next steps in life. Or in how she was worried about him once he had quit running, retired. She was like, I think someone needs to watch him.
Yeah.
She's like,
what is he up to? She kind of looked after him like a child.
Yes, she did. She
treated him a little bit kind of like a kid.
She didn't want to hand him over to Diana.
Yes, because Diana's a freak. So we'll talk about her in a minute. But so I really liked her in her home setting because at home you can see how much of a creative she is.
She's working, yeah.
When how she's working and her method and how she stays up at all hours and sort of like this frenetic energy that she keeps, which is really masked when she goes out in public. And he had no idea that she lives like this. And she's having girl dinners all the time.
All the time. The smoothie, the juice smoothies. It's like one point I was like, is that orange and tomato?
Yeah.
I was like, I cannot.
Girl.
I was like, no.
She's like, yeah.
I know we're down bad, but not that
right.
bad.
Girl, that's questionable. But she was mixing things together and having cereal in a coffee cup. And I was like, this is dinner. If this ain't me.
Same.
And that's why I was like, this feels like a very tangible person.
So real. That's why I couldn't say goodbye to them. That's why I was saying why I was like, I just could watch them sit and watch her work. I could watch her character sit and work because I even love the moment when she actually lets him into her room, which is
she's like, do you want to come in? Like, come on in. And the way that she's so open about it.
And she shows him what she's doing on the computers and then like all the multiple screens she has. And then she shows her little
planner
notebook with her schedule. And he's like, he writes in there, eat, like you need to eat.
When he writes in
that
she needs to eat at certain times.
I was like, oh.
I had like a reaction to that. I was just like because there's always someone in the relationship that is gonna care for the person that stays up late and is sort of neglecting themselves to the betterment of their craft.
Exactly.
And that's what she's doing. And he can see that she needs to eat 3 square meals a day and get 8 hours of sleep a night. And he's like taking care of her in a very different way than she's taking care of him.
Exactly. And I think that's what I like so much about like how I guess he and her, like they take turns of like taking care of each other. And like I said, like at one point she's like treating him like a child to some degree. And I feel like this was his way of also showing how he takes care of her. But I think it also is that testament to what I was saying earlier about like her character, like there's no major dramatic changes over by the course of the drama. instead they're little things like that, where like she's going to think a little bit more about what she eats when she eats it, because he kind of has shown her. That to me is real life. Like some point you're like, okay, I probably should drink more water, you know? So I'm going to start drinking a little bit more water. You didn't become a brand new person, you know, but you're drinking more water now, you know? And I feel like that,
for those who don't know, it's because before we started this, I was telling Lola that I'm trying to drink more water, and it's really hard because it's just hard.
I agree. Because I'm also trying to drink more water. So that's why I'm like, this is like, okay, I'm the same Lola I was just like, you know, a day ago.
Just more hydrated.
But I definitely, just more hydrated, just a little bit more hydrated, okay? But I can say that's growth.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
Actual personal growth. Yeah. So for both of us.
I love the moment, I think this is episode 8, where she's working in the countryside for that week-long gig at the film site, and she gets sick, and he finds her at the country hospital, and she is in tears because she's trying to get sleep.
So relatable.
She's trying to rest, and the Ajumas next door keep bothering her.
And she
just starts crying.
They won't leave me alone.
They won't leave me alone.
I'm just trying to sleep. And I was like, I know that. I feel like we've all had that
like,
moment.
Shut
like,
up. I need to
sleep. Yes, in tears. But then also that whole moment of them being in the countryside, and he sees the living conditions. And he's like, hotel room for everyone.
I'm happy to drive this dude around, but we're not staying here.
Sleeping here. I love that. I was like, show off your money. This is when you use your money, right?
Yes.
He's like, everyone's getting a hotel. Like, and she was sick. And what broke my heart was like that whole, because this is something we haven't mentioned about her character, is that she's an orphan, that both of her parents died when she was younger. So in this time, I feel like this was such a big reveal about her character, in that when she was sick, you know, that's a very vulnerable state, like we all know. And I think throughout the beginning episodes, she was very nervous of revealing certain parts of herself to him. Like I feel like, because she always is like, he makes her feel a little bit small at times. So I feel like this was a really vulnerable moment, or you know, very,
because he seems so strong mentally.
He always does. And this is okay. Give me a minute to get this out, because I love this part.
No, I have this in my notes too, so I'll fill in the blanks.
Yes.
Go.
Okay, so this whole thing about her being sick, and when she's in the hospital bed and she's finally getting some sleep, she is calling out for her mom. And then when she gets to the hotel room that he, you know, gets for them, she's in bed, she's like, you know, in and out of sleep again, feverish, and she's calling out for, you know, for her mom. And when she tells him that, she tells him at one point I think when they were leaving to go to the hotel, that she calls out to her mom because she learned that from other kids when she was sick one time when she was younger.
Just to blend in with the other kids.
Just to blend in. She was like, I just learned that that's what you're supposed to do when you're not feeling well, is to call out to your mom. And then he tells her the second time she's doing this, when she's in and out of, you know, consciousness in the hotel room, he's like, don't call out to someone who's not going to be there, who's not going to be able to show up for you. You can call out to someone who is, as in himself. And she calls out his name, and it was just, and she holds out her hand for him to hold it, and he is holding her hand, and you can tell like that is a big moment for them. And I just remember thinking that was one of the most beautiful ways to show like genuine care.
Yes.
And support for someone. It's not about love. It's just like this ideal of care for me.
Yes.
Like, this is a way to show that. And it was so good. So good that at some point later on, he is writing in a journal, because she tells him that's some advice that she gave him to write in a journal. He mentions like she got sick and he was scared, because he's so hard. It's so difficult for him to express his emotions.
Literally, to put it into words, so hard. Simple words.
He said, I was scared, and it was just like, oh, he's growing. Oh,
that's why I said my little precious angel, green flag baby,
green flag.
But, God, so I'll fill in the blank. So I totally agree that this whole moment and this whole succession of scenes in episode 8 is such a highlight of the show for me. I agree, it's so important to them, and I was on the verge of tears because. It's so emotional. It is so emotional because she needs him so much in that moment, and he delivers, right? He comes through. when he shows up at the hospital,
He shows up.
and she's like, I can't get a minute to sleep. I just need to take a nap. The first thing he asks her when he sees her crying is, what do you need?
What do you need?
What do you need? I'll get it to you. And what he does is he entertains the Ajumas for as long as she's taking a nap.
And he tells him to be quiet.
And he tells him to
she's trying to get some
she's
sleep.
sleeping like my ovaries are about to explode. Like just like that.
I'm getting a little emotional just thinking
my
about
God.
it again. Because it was so
It's
sweet.
precious.
Like, genuine care. Genuine care
Yes.
for someone. Like, what do you need in this
What do you
moment when
need?
you're in tears?
Tell me what you need.
You're upset. You need sleep. What do you need?
Yes.
I'm going to do what you need. And
He just does it.
He just does it.
Period.
Green flag for real.
Oh
That's a
my
definite
God.
green
I was
flag.
like, I was falling out of my chair. I was sliding down the walls.
I know.
It was perfect.
Slide down the
Then
walls.
Then they have this car ride to the hotel where she talks about the whole thing about her calling out to her mom, who literally she almost can't even recall knowing. Can't even remember.
Yep.
And I have the quote here where she says, kids point out the smallest differences. My parents passed away when I was little, so I had no time to learn those things. You feel safe only when you're a part of a group as a kid, and as an adult, you live in fear of being ostracized. Mm-hmm. I know that's not the case for you. What are you afraid of? Bugs? I love how she's kind of like dismissive, like,
bugs.
yeah, you got to be afraid of like what, bugs?
Bugs. And he says, not actually.
He says, I wasn't afraid of anything, but now I'm about to be.
Ready to soundtrack your summer? With Red Bull Summer All Day Play, you choose a playlist that fits your summer vibe the best. Are you a festival fanatic, a deep end DJ, a road dog, or a trail mixer? Just add a song to your chosen playlist and put your summer on track. Red Bull Summer All Day Play. Red Bull gives you wings. Visit redbull.com/brightsummer ahead to learn more. See you this summer.
Yep.
Ah!
That's exactly it.
Oh,
That's exactly it.
shit.
That he realizes how important
She's becoming
is for
essential for him, to
Yes.
him.
That he was so afraid of seeing her in the state that she was in. Like, I was
Lord.
scared.
So that whole
I
thing,
mean-
the holding hands, him saying like, call out to me because I'll be here for you. I'm actually here.
He's actually
And
there.
he's such an acts of service guy.
He is. It's so sweet. And it's so wonderful too. It's like, you know, talking about communication and her being so good at it and him not really being. So like the whole thing that they have this big breakthrough in this episode, and then you get to see how he tells her, like, I don't think I'm good at writing in this journal thing. I don't think I'm doing a good job at it. She's like, it's not about that, you know, whatever. And then we actually get to see what he's written, and it's like childlike. It's like, I was scared.
Yeah, I know,
and it's
yeah.
It's the opposite
And
of
it's
her,
almost like
obviously,
someone,
when she
she's
talks.
so articulate.
So articulate.
And he's over
So
here
articulate.
writing in his journal, I was scared.
Scared. Mi-joo got
Yeah,
sick.
I was scared.
sick. Adorable, but also like, that's what we're working
That's what
with.
we're working
That's what
with.
she's working with. That's what she's
Yes,
working with, because
yes.
she has to really work through that. Like, she really does. And it's like frustrating because when they do have those moments, and you brought up this scene earlier where she's like, you know, talking about the walls, like how quiet he gets in those moments. And it's even more frustrating.
Like she can talk
It's
circles
like-
around him, and it takes him
Yes.
days
And then he just,
to like
yes,
get back to her.
Yes, and it's so frustrating because like she needs words from you.
Yeah,
now.
she needs
Like,
something right the hell now.
right now, and you're not giving her any.
Yeah.
Like so much so in that scene when she like says about the walls, that she like leaves, goes into her hotel room, only to then realize like there's more I need to say to him. Comes back out.
Oh,
and
that
he's
was
still
great.
standing there.
That was great.
Yes.
That was another scene. Yeah.
Yes, and she has to come back out.
She's
to
like,
him and
"Look,
says, actually,
I'm sorry.
I don't hate
Yeah.
you. I just hate how I feel in this moment." And
Yes.
he doesn't understand. And that's something she says throughout. Like, I think in some way, she's always saying how I feel right now, I don't like it. And unfortunately, you're making me feel that way. I know it sucks that that's the truth, but I don't hate you. I just don't like how whatever you're doing is making me feel about myself. Yeah. I thought that was so honest.
But he's
Like,
so,
to admit.
so simple
He's
that
too simple to
sometimes
some degree.
he's inadvertently making everybody swoon. And I'll tell you, there's a scene right in between these two scenes.
But he has but you don't see him at all.
Sexless. So this is
okay. Whatever.
This is a scene that I was like, oh, I gotta pause this because I need to swoon. So this is the day after she's sick. So she's recovered, and she goes into she has this whole morning routine where she gets up, goes and looks in the mirror, and she's like, oh shit, was I looking like this the whole night?
Yeah. He saw this.
Oh my God. So she fixes herself up, goes downstairs for the breakfast, and comes out looking quote unquote pretty with makeup. She's done up. No, she doesn't have that much makeup on. I mean, it's not a glam
It's
look.
Shin Se-kyung. She doesn't
need to do that much. But anyway, it's not a glam look. She just looks like regular day to day. And he says she looks better than yesterday. He's like, oh yeah, you look so much better. And she suggests it's because, well, I fixed myself up today. That's why I look pretty today. And he says she was just as beautiful as yesterday. And I had to pause the show and swoon.
Yes.
Because that is such a simple way. He 100% meant it.
Of course. Everything he says,
he means it.
He doesn't lie.
Yeah.
He says that too. Like, I don't lie. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how to lie. So good.
So good. That just like that, those little moments like throw me. Oh my God, there was a moment early on where he catches her. He's in a taxi riding back from someplace, and he's in the neighborhood, and he sees her walking on the sidewalk. He stops. He stops the taxi, gets out, and starts walking with her. But before he makes conversation with her, he matches his footsteps and pace with her.
Because that's him. Like, that's what he does. Oh, no. Let's take it all the way back to the very opening of this drama.
Oh my God.
Mi-joo calls this out about him. Remember, she says, like in like episode 3, 4, I don't remember, but she says the way I don't have it. I don't have any quotes written down. But basically,
paraphrase.
she said something along the lines of the way that he was dealing with the situation with his friend, his former teammate, and how he basically was laying his life on the line for him, his entire career. He was handing it over for this friend of his. She was like, "This makes me so curious to see how you would be in a relationship." She literally said that to him in the beginning. I was just like, I know. She's like, if you're willing to do this,
she's
for
like,
a friend,
if you're going all out for this little dude in your team, this little
I can only imagine.
Then...
I can only imagine. So that's what I mean when you say stuff like him pace, like matching his steps to her to match her pace, like that's just how he is, and it's like how do you not want that? How do you not want that? Oh, so good.
It's just like there was a lot of little things, and then we come up to like episodes 10 and 11, and it kind of dips for me.
You're
but
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not gonna hold you. You're absolutely right. It does. Yeah, and which was that was a little bit of the frustration for me. It's like their relationship, like you said. By that point, we've been trying to get to it. We've been trying.
It's like you've been turning over the car for like 30 minutes or so.
And you finally get it in episode 10. Or you're like, okay, it's on. And then you don't get but 2.
And then the gas is like empty.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, I thought we were going to go somewhere now.
You're not going.
You're not going nowhere.
Very far.
Yeah, not going very
you're
far.
right.
That's what it felt like.
It's a good description. Very good.
Yeah.
Description.
I think in episode 11, they have an interesting conversation after they watch the movie.
Movies.
Yeah. She says the movie was about things that disappear, like how language changes and evolves over time. So too are jobs that become obsolete. And she lists her job, like even her job, AI will do translating.
Wow.
She says that in the show.
About the future. She saw the
and
future.
This is 2020. It's not that far back. And she says there will always be athletes. So, his job security. And he says, well, no, if people have no interest in certain sports or disciplines, then they'll too disappear. Like no one will do those sports anymore. And the quote that I have is, I was only attached to things that I used to run for, but I realized that I was attached to things that I'll be running for.
Exactly.
Like, there's so many quotes that you just like have to pause the show and like sit back and like, damn,
That was deep. That was
like
deep.
ponder it.
Yep. And I think it speaks to something that his character is doing throughout the drama, which is, and he says this earlier, when he works with the young girl groups of like the young team running sports team, he wants to work with them, and at some point he can't. Then he starts, working with them again, and he is saying how he feels like that needs to be nurtured. Like there's no place for people to kind of point out that someone's good at something and then actually really nurture it. And I guess he was saying specifically in Korea. I can't say that so much here in the States. I feel like they do nurture sports for sure. But he was saying that in Korea, and I felt like that speaks to him to some degree, where he was kind of thrown into his sport life, as opposed to, like, he didn't pick it for himself, but he wants to now look to, I guess, like the youth who seem to have it innately, who really have a passion for it, to then nurture it, because he feels like he didn't
choose it. Yeah.
That way. Yeah, he didn't get to choose it. So I like that you saying now he gets to this point, episode 11, he's like, now I know what I will be, running for, as opposed to he was just running.
He was just running.
Before. He was just running.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Forrest Gump style. Just woke
Just
up one day and decided to go running.
Yeah. And then he's like, now I'm not going to run. Now what do I do with my life?
I'll go home now.
Because I'm not running now. Yeah.
Episode 12, like the dad starts to get real annoying around here.
So annoying.
What a fart.
Yeah, he does.
So I thought at some point the dad would just innately understand that he was annoying and
you thought so?
bothering
You
his
thought so?
For some reason. I guess I gave that actor or that dad too much credit.
They kind of gave signs that he was not as bad as we thought him to be. They gave moments where it's like, okay, he's not too bad.
He can't be that bad, and then
he can't be that bad. Then he'll do something, and you're like, oh wait, that was pretty bad. Yeah,
despicable. So then episode 12 happens, and he goes to confront his dad, and the dad's like, you need to choose which one of these people I'm going to go after, because they're all the horrible. 3 weaknesses, and lists like a bunch of people, and she's one of them.
She's one of them, yeah.
And he goes, you're wrong. She's my strength, not my weakness.
Oh,
and I was like,
because she is.
Speak on it. Speak on it, baby.
She is. That's right. Stand up for her and what she is for you. Because she is that. She is definitely his strength.
Not a weakness.
She's not.
And every time she would face off against the dad, it would actually be evenly matched, or she would win.
Oh, each time. And that's what I think that's what you were reading on the dad. Like, he would kind of get knocked down sometimes. You were like, oh, he's easily easy to be knocked down. So
yeah, I could just trip him.
Scared of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nothing wrong. I'm not scared of him. Like, she does not show fear of him at all. So, and even when he would go up against Dana, like, she would also just like.
Yeah. She'd be like, stay out of my way, bitch.
And, it was like,
and he'd be like, just gagged. Like he had nothing to say. He'd be like, that bitch. And I'd be like, that's all? All right.
That's all you got back? That's all you can, that's it? So yeah, that's why I'm like, he wasn't that scary at all, to be honest.
I just thought he was more of a joke than anything. And then he just sort of, they gave him more teeth towards the end. And I was like, this is tropey and annoying.
He didn't need the
Didn't
teeth.
need him. Let me see. She wants to break up after the dad sort of comes to her house, though.
I hated that. I hate when that's.
And for some reason, I was like, you know what? I understand why she wants to break up, because to me, if the dude's family is not okay, like that would be your in-laws, right?
Not in this sense. He barely has a relationship with this family.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He could honestly not.
It's not good enough.
Barely
for me. I'm like,
stand
you have
up.
to give me something else.
From what she's seen,
I'm sorry.
He can barely stand up to his dad. So there is not.
He matches his pacing to my steps when I'm walking down the street. I'm keeping this one.
You're like, he is a good man.
He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man. I'm going to fight for this one.
Good man,
so
Savannah.
Figure it out. I'll
the
be at
waiting
the
to exhale quote will always get me. Oh my God. And the fact that she says that about like a trash man. It's so ironic. Okay. The fact that audio,
but it matches perfectly.
it does.
Yeah.
But he is a good man. The thing is, his dad is foul. So when he shows up at the house, she's like, if you come here again, I'm going to call the cops. I'm like, tell it. Then she goes inside, just breaks down, and she rethinks the whole relationship. I felt that.
I wouldn't have rethought anything. I would not have rethought anything.
Ooh.
I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of him.
It's not that she's
not afraid of him.
The thing is, I don't think
But
she
I
was.
Also,
I don't think she was afraid of
I
the
don't think she was
dad
afraid.
doing anything.
Correct.
I just think she didn't want to deal with it. Like, she was like, this is too much trouble. This is.
and I understand that. but
She chose peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just chose her peace.
And as someone who loves her peace, I feel like not having Sooyoung in my life would keep the peace out of my life. And I don't. And I want that peace in my life. Like, I think he would be the peace in my life to some extent. So I feel like I will have to put on my boxing gloves. I'm fighting for him. I'm fighting.
Girl.
And they do. I mean, they win. I mean, let's be honest.
No, they win. It's just the breakup was. I think on some level, I totally understood her, because this guy was literally. The dad came to stamp his feet outside of the apartment. It's childish.
It's very childish. I know. I get what you mean. Like, it made sense. I mean, even from his Sooyoung's perspective, because like you said, he has struggled with standing up to his family his entire life. And I think he also was afraid of his dad and what he would do to Mi-joo. So I think for her to...
I think she had valid
I don't
concerns.
even want him to... Yeah, and I feel like she's like, I don't even want to put him through that.
Yeah.
Because that's true. Like,
she
that's
said,
his
I don't
dad,
want to make you
know,
choose, like, between me and me and your family.
But I would make him choose.
Oh, my God.
Because I know who he would choose. I know who he would choose. Come on.
Oh my
He would
goodness.
choose me. So it would be like, he would have chose her 10 times over. So I'm like, I wouldn't have been too worried. I know I'm going to make you choose because I know who you're going to choose.
The next episode is 13. He says, could you not teach me how to break up? And does this really dramatic back hug to her.
You didn't like the back hug?
I started laughing. Because it was some of the most emotions that we've seen from him. And he's crying, bawling.
Don't laugh at him. But I think that he's right. You know, like, he has been learning and growing so much with her. And now it's like, now he's experiencing, and which I thought was really cool in comparison to our Younghwa situation as well. Like, this kind of first relationship, first love, first breakup, all of that kind of thing. I like that they kind of both were experiencing that in some regard. But anyway, I definitely didn't laugh.
Okay. It was the back hug, and he hugs her, and then it wasn't the line.
It was the hug.
It was the hug, because I was like, there it is.
There
the back hug.
You were waiting for it. I mean, because you're right. He would not have gave her anything else but a back hug. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't tap her shoulder, right? It's like,
excuse me, miss.
Excuse me. I want to cry right now. Can I cry, please, right now?
Excuse me, miss. I miss you.
Don't want to disturb you.
I'm sorry.
But I'm going to cry right now.
Oh, my God.
I love him. So I'm not really mocking him or picking on him at all.
Oh.
Because I'm Team Sooyoung and all the sexual chemistry in the world.
Okay. Reading the tea leaves on that, but okay. So,
I love you.
But they, I mean, you know, the breakup doesn't last. They end up together. It's fine.
Yes, it's fine.
Sooyoung does break up with Kang Tae-oh's character, and I don't understand why she broke up with him. I don't understand it.
I'm even second time rewatch. I still am like, okay, I don't quite.
Her
get
dad
it.
dies, and I truly, really thought that we were gonna have a board meeting. Because
you thought so. Yeah, we don't
get the board meeting because you thought there was going to be some sort of shakeup in the line of succession with her and the two brothers, or the one brother that was just a little nasty. And you never get that. It seems like she's going to prep for it, doesn't it?
And then we don't get it. Yeah, and then we don't get it. Yep.
But she cuts off Younghwa.
And I don't know how I feel about it even the second time
it's
around.
Stupid.
Because it feels like it doesn't make sense. But then at the same time, I want it to make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want it to make sense because of who she is, right? Like, just thinking about, she honestly wants to take over this entire, group.
Yeah,
family
the
group,
conglomerate.
you know what I mean? So it's like, and so to her, having a college
student art major.
Yeah, it does kind of seem, but again, I feel like if you look ahead in the future, after she's gotten comfortable and she's taken over the company, like the group, then I feel like she would.
They were just dating. I don't think they even.
They were just dating. They were just dating.
They didn't have sex or nothing.
I mean, did they?
Maybe, but no.
When they were at
I don't
his
think
family,
so. No, because she rented that hotel or something.
And you don't think anything?
No,
transpired
I
there?
think he just sort of rocked her to sleep, and she fell asleep in his arms.
True, which was really sweet.
Which is very sweet. She has not had any affection
Any
her
of that.
whole life. It was very much needed. But yeah, that
they were just dating.
They had just started dating, and she was like, "This is it, babes." What?
But maybe that was her way of just not getting further, connected and invested. And
she never thought that they were going to end up together.
Yeah, I think she was going to fight it till she could not fight it anymore. And he broke her down at the very end there. And she finally gave in to only be like, actually, like I was planning. No, we're not going to do this. Yeah, we're not going to do this.
Actually, on second thought, we need to break up. The kiss, though, their first kiss, because he was painting, which he...
Let's talk
Babes.
about let's
Lola.
talk about it. Let's talk. You
Lola.
should see Jess and I have our hands out to each other. Okay, guys, if you could only see. We're
Lola.
like, Jess.
Kang Tae-oh painting on large form canvas.
Or even building the canvas.
Oh, stapling it and like
building.
doing the...
Stapling, just the pressure of pressing.
No.
The stapler into
there is something
canvas.
like there is a whole like female gaze aspect to Kang Tae-oh's character in this show.
Woo! The apron with the
stop
pink.
it.
I'm done. I'm not talking anymore. I'm done.
So
it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was giving.
This character.
It was
I mean,
giving.
they literally painted this character. I mean, it was perfection.
Oh yeah.
It was perfection. Him crying randomly, like the fact that
he's super sensitive. Like he's a super sensitive guy.
Yes, and I love that. Even that was totally for the female gaze.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Super sensitive.
And she's like, "Why are you crying?" Like she has no.
No.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Theirs was the
what
true gender reversal of the show.
Very much so.
Because she was
such the tsundere character.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was so cool to see.
I just think it lasted too
her,
long. Like he didn't break her down until way late in the show. And then her dad dies and they break up. And I was like, we just got here.
We were just close to finally having it.
Just got here.
Just made it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
But they were good.
They were good.
Him.
But the kiss in her office, though, she's like, you need to come here and paint for me. And I was like, demand it, girl. Tell him to go to the office. Tell him to paint in front of you.
Stop it. You stop it. There was something, and that's what it's like. There was something so sensual about their kind of exchange of services. Like she's like, I want you to paint for me. And him being like, I'm the artist. I paint for me until I hand over the paint to you. It's mine, not yours. Like there was something about like this, like, purposeful, like I'm not gonna give you anything, and she's like, I'm not gonna give you anything.
Like, she's like, this is a
really,
business
I want you to give me everything, but I want you to give me everything, actually. So it's just so good, and I think I think that could have been to the female gaze of like the innuendo of a lot of the kind of conversations at times. I was like, this power struggle is giving who are you gonna be and who am I gonna be?
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
So I was very much into them. Although again, it spun its wheels quite a bit. But overall, like they had great moments together and very memorable scenes. And their meet cute better than the other meet cute, I think.
For sure. The best.
Yeah. I didn't like their breakup at the end.
In the pool.
But yeah, him falling in the pool.
The pool. And then like the hair, the swiping
No,
of the hair.
when he goes like this with his hair.
Yes. I was like, really, guys? Really, guys? And you're right. And like when he like grabs her hand to pull out of the water, and she's like,
because
disgusted.
she held out her hand so that he could give her the bracelet that he found at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
And he grabs it thinking she's holding out her hand so he can get out. And she's confused. She's like, why is this man grabbing my hand?
Oh, soaking wet.
Soaking
he's
wet.
dripping wet.
And I'm like, more. Tell me why we're going feral at the back end of this episode.
I'm done. I miss him. I want him to come back like ASAP. Like, let's come back, Kang Tae-oh. Let's come back.
Yeah. So he was doing everything right in this show.
So good.
And he was actually the nice touch about his best friend who was gay and had a crush on him. That was the morose character that I didn't like.
I liked him.
You liked him. But that character actually, at the end of the show, went and told Young-hwa, hey, you're my first love. And he was like, what? Like, actually, he was touched.
Touched. He was touched. So
and
good.
Gave him a hug.
And it was simple. Yeah, and it was like simple and it was kind of muted. Like it wasn't this over dramatic moment. And I loved it.
And I was like, wow. What the heck? So that was what I was like, that's a nice ending to a really boring, unnecessary character. And then he had closure with his mom, who was like, come to church with me, and had a very terrible coming out with his mom. Which was very quick and almost like a cutaway scene in the show. Like, it just wasn't given the proper treatment either. So I was confused about him and what his deal was. And then when they revealed that he was gay, I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's tracking.
Now we understand. Yeah. But it was a wonderful, like I said, end to his character. Right. I think that was what felt so good about it. Like I said, it felt like a period at the end of that conversation. Like, okay, I'm coming out to you, but I'm also admitting the fact that I was absolutely in love with you at some point, but I'm also okay with what we have.
Yeah, he's like, I'm also like, I'm over you.
I'm also good.
I'm good.
Wanted to let you know. Yeah. Just wanted to let you know, though. Yeah, I thought that was great.
The dad and the mom, the actress, their relationship and how it ends, I loved it. I loved how she serves it. Because
this drama, she hates it.
She hates it. They hate each other.
Yeah.
They've hated each other for years and years.
And they keep up a facade.
And they just keep up this facade.
Politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love this moment in episode 14. The dad goes to the salon where she's getting her hair done, stomps his feet, does another tantrum, and tells her to free her schedule so it doesn't overlap with his schedule. He's trying to make her the first lady. And she says, I have the quote.
Tell him.
I have the quote.
Yes.
I was like, oh, tell him, bitch. This is what she says. My life isn't yours. I worked really hard to get where I am now, and I'm busting my ass to maintain my position in this industry. I'm the star of my life. I've always been the star, but you keep treating me like I'm a prop. Do you know that?
And
sprinkle. He laughs in her face, says, how is your life yours? Why did you marry me? Why did you have kids then? Which I was like, oh, are we just not going to talk about the patriarchal traditional bullshit that he's spouting right now?
Yeah.
That's like, oh, if you wanted to have your own life and your own identity, don't get married and don't have kids.
Don't get married, don't have kids. Yep.
So she says, why don't we get divorced? And he has a little tantrum again of her bringing up divorce. Lo and behold, they get divorced after he throws his own daughter under the bus. Under the dispatch bus, I should say.
Dispatch.
The dispatch bus, because he put some scandal out there. It's not even true.
Not even
true.
Just not true.
And she's had enough. She's like, you know what? If you were gonna use our kids like that, be thankful that I'm just asking for a divorce and not telling my influential family all the shit that you've done. And I was like, you know what? Get your bag, get your kids, and go home.
Yes, and go home. But I think I love what they did with her character in general because they make her
she's not a good mom.
Obvious. Yes, she's a horrible mother, and she is self-aware.
Yes,
she is absolutely self-aware. She even has a moment where she's like breaking down to Seon-gyeom on the set where she's covered in fake blood, like telling him, hey, you know, I know how I failed you as a mother, and so it's my duty now to make sure that I support you in any way that I can, because I wasn't doing that. You did everything I asked you to do when you were younger, and now it's my turn to kind of stand in that place and do some things for you. And I feel like that's what Dad was missing. Obviously, it was just being self-aware. Yeah. And so even though she was a bad mom, like I feel like she had so much redeeming qualities about herself too. She's like, I'm sorry that I chose me at the end. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I did. You know, she's like, I know I chose myself. I know it. I get it. I did, but I love my family. I love my kids, and I'm going to do right by them now. And that's the difference. She's like, I know how to do right by them now. Yeah. And so, love her.
It was good.
Love her by
it was
the end.
good.
Loved her.
I loved it. So, I don't have really that much else. Is that it?
I think we ran a course.
Stop the pun. Ran the course.
I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't do that.
We didn't talk about a bunch of cameos. So we had Sooyoung, who was the female coach who was living in the countryside. She was in there for like a couple episodes. I was like, wow, look at that. Then we had Kim Won-hye, the great Kim Won-hye, as a bartender.
Random right?
bartender.
Like, that's all they gave him was a bartender, right? But I loved what they did at the bar. It was with
Dana.
I love how with Dana and how she will read books about anxiety and like self-help books at the bar. And he's like, do you want to take it with? She's like, don't you have, like, rich people have, like, you know, libraries at home? Like, why can't you just, like, you know, have your books? She's like, I don't want people to know I have anxiety. Like, that's embarrassing. How dare you ask me to, like, take this book about anxiety back home? So I thought that was really cute. That was a random little tidbit, but yeah.
And then we have Kim Sono in the final episode.
That was a big
Tell me why he had more chemistry with the female lead than Im Si-wan. Tell me why.
I'm not standing for that. I don't think have you not realized I am not standing for you saying there's no chemistry?
It's not that they had no chemistry. It's just like there was like a low simmer between them. And then Kim Sono comes in and I want to say less than 5 minutes. It's maybe a 2-minute scene. And the way he was interacting with her, I was like, wait.
I mean, that was just how they positioned his character in this final moment. Seon-gyeom, his character was just not going to give you in 5 minutes simmers, you know, like fire. You know, he just wasn't going to give you that.
It was a little bit upsetting to me.
Oh man, but why would you do this?
I did. I'm saying what needs to be said.
You said there was more chemistry in the 5
second cameo with Kim Sono than with Im Si-wan.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got. Well. Anyway,
I think I've said my piece.
I've said my piece
for the 3rd time. This is my 3rd time talking about Run On the podcast. So
but look,
I can't say
if you want to hear Lola's thoughts on Run On, closer to when she was watching it for the first time
in real time,
then scroll back in her podcast feed and check out those episodes for sure. But before we get out of here, Lola, thank you so much for coming on the show and for experiencing Run On again. Where can we find you online in case people don't know, where to find you?
So Instagram, Lola Pops Off About K-Dramas. I also have a blog, lolapopsoffaboutKdramas.com. And now I have an Etsy shop where I'm selling I would like to say companion kind of drama journal. And it is on it's lolapopsoff.etsy.com. So I am,
Love it.
Found those places.
Okay.
Come bother me. I love to be bothered.
Yes. All right. So Lola, thanks again. Well, I will definitely have you back. If you do Oh My Lady on it. Yes. I'm there.
No one heard
this. So that's been our show. I'm Jessica, and this has been the Daebak K-Rambles Podcast.